So we're here at Ohana Island Grill with the owner,
Season.
Caesar.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna ask him a few questions.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
our first question is, what inspired you to start Ohana Island Grill?
Um, well, it's a funny. I'm actually not in the restaurant business. I'm a contractor that I do remodel before this. This is all because of family. When I get married with my wife's family, they were in restaurant business for years. My brother-in-law were making this Hawaiian food. They're all from California, though. First of all, and we're just talk. And he been always want to have his own restaurant. Um, and I would say, hey, I find out that in Ohio, in Columbus, there really no Hawaiian food here. I feel like it's a great place, and you feel all the last puzzle of this market, and that's where we started, and that because we're family, and that's why we name our restaurant under Ohana, because Ohana means family. Yeah. So that's basically how it started up. And we started first restaurant in Miami, most likely just like a test. Like when you run a test, you want to have a smaller group, like you feel like you can how to say, just like a sample.
Sample,
Right,
yeah.
right, yeah, because there's a college students, young folk who want to see if students will love it or not. Well, it was a turn out to be pretty good, but I'm actually living in Columbus, and I've been always looking for some great opportunity in Columbus.
So I think that built into our next question
Yeah, I
of why
explained
did
too
you
much.
choose the? No, no, that's
Uh
fine. Of in Oxford and Columbus. So basically,
huh.
now that you're making that change to Columbus, do you find that there's a little lower reception here because it's not as busy as the
Mm,
college town in Oxford?
well, it's there are lots of factors will affect it. I would say I had the confidence that we're making tasty food. Yeah, the only thing is we need to get the words out, like let people know it, let them try it. So that's the one thing I've been always telling my partners or my wife that I'm afraid of people don't know us, but I'm not afraid of. No, no, I I'll be afraid of the people that don't know us. Like they don't know, they don't come. If they come, they don't like it. That's our thing. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I think we still need to get the words out because in Oxford, the words gets out very quick. It's a small town, like all those fraternities and all those groups, clubs, like people will spread those good words very quickly.
So our next question is, what makes Hawaiian barbecue different than other cultures' barbecue?
Other cultures barbecue, I would say like I've been having some Asian barbecue, like a Korean barbecue, like a Chinese skewer, even Arabic kebabs. Those are all barbecues. Um, First of all, they're all from different cultures, and that we use in different seasonings. So it's definitely tastes different, but also there's some fusion in there because a Hawaiian, if we look at their geography, like they have a Chinese, they have a Japanese, they have a local people, and they have a like a people from American people. You know what I'm saying? Like so their food are really affected by lots of cultures. So I would say Hawaiian is it's unique, but it's a fusion of all different culinary culture. Like if you look at our menus, you can find something that was inspired by Chinese food, some of the food inspired by Japanese food, like katsu, and some of the food being inspired by just traditional American food, burgers, fries. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back to. So you were a contractor before this.
Right,
Was
right,
there any event that? I mean, it's a big jump to go from being a contractor to the restaurant
right.
industry. Was there anything that inspired that jump to be made other than your wife and your wife's family?
Um, well, it's a big jump, but really not that much. Like a restaurant needs lots of work too, which I can take care of it. And the funny thing is, I'm handy, so I can help restaurant fix, remodel this and that. But of course, anything that need a permit, I also got a resource, you know, to to get the job done, either at a efficiently and effectively. So I got all those resources can definitely help the restaurant, and I also helping all my friends' restaurant too. Yeah.
So were there any challenges with starting the restaurant? So I know that this was a little after COVID-19, so you didn't exactly have that problem, but you know, creating it from scratch, was there
Right.
any problems that arose,
Oh yeah.
either in the Oxford or this location?
Yeah, there's definitely challenges because none of us were had the experience of opening a restaurant, right? We work at a restaurant, we eat at a restaurant, but to start everything, like a paperwork, landlord, all the department, health department, fire department, uh, liquor department. Oxford, we don't serve alcohol, but here it's our first time to deal with liquor. That's why we have this little tiki bar. So we want to also, like we're already good at making the food and confident of providing good food to our customer. But for the drink, it's a new challenge too. Like you always looking for new challenges, right? Just like when you're finishing first grade courses, you always want to keep going higher, keep challenge yourself. Yeah, so this is a like a drink. It's definitely new areas we want to challenge ourselves.
Is there anything in particular that you hope people take away from their experience at Ohana Island Grill?
Oh yeah, like first of all, as they will enjoy our food either by eating here or take it home. Um, we want to guarantee they had the top dining experience. Like even for, because you know the difference of between eating, dining, and carry out. Some of the stuff may not taste that good after being, you know, after we make, after delivery, half an hour, 40 minutes. So we try to get everything to taste the best. Like our fried stuff, I would tell my employee, even myself, to make sure they're hosed to ventilation, let the moisture out, so that won't damage the texture of the crunch, and also be nice. That's one thing I really emphasize training employees is um, you're gonna run into any kind of customers, but you can't change yourself because of them. And service, even if we're not a dining restaurant, but we tend to provide the best services we can, friendly, and also give them a taste of the island. Either because I realize there are lots of people, they they're they're either moved from Hawaii, so they had Hawaiian food, and they will bring their memory home, or they travel at Hawaii. So when they want something, they can always come to eat some Hawaiian food at least, or they would just never had Hawaiian food. So it's an adventure for them to try this. Basically, those are three kind of customers that we want to. That's the experience. Like I said, I want to bring to them either the home of a feeling, their home of a great memory back in Hawaii, or it's just a great food challenge for them too.
Yeah, and I like when I was reading the reviews of this place, one of
Uh
the
huh.
like the huge things that kept coming up is when I came here, comfort and nostalgia. That's all they said,
Right.
comfort
Right.
food. So I think you're achieving that by
Right.
by a lot. Um, so the final question we have, just to end it off, is if there's any advice you would give people who have a passion out there and want to start their own small business.
Definitely entrepreneurship. Like how to say, it's not easy. Definitely become an employer. It's definitely different from being an employee. Especially for small business, you have to been through a lot. Like one one person have to play multiple roles, have to deal with multiple tasks. But just being, how to say, like hold on to it. Like don't quit, don't give it up. Like you will see the result. And there's always problem. Like this is what I told my wife. Like every time I woke up, I have a bunch of things to do. If I complain, it, I'm just wasting my time. If I have time to whine and complain about the situation, the problem that showed up, I would say we'll just deal with it. Tackle each question day by day. Eventually, you will tackle them all and get what you want, right? So that's a different attitude. Some people they facing 10 problems and say, "Oh, it's overwhelming. I can't handle this. I'm blaming this. I'm blaming that." But since it's already appeared, just to try to solve one by one, and then you will solve them all. And of course, there will be new problems showing up. Just keep solving problems. So that's a leave a, just leave the complaint alone. Yeah.
I think that's all we have. Thank you so
Yeah,
much
yeah,
for
yeah,
your
no problem, man. I'm glad to share. Yeah, this is I'll always share this with my friends. Like I said, if you need a more resources, because um, I feel like really trying to help people understand what they're eating. Like I have basically on this road, Henderson Sawmill, I have all my friends that are making their unique food, but that unique food are only catered to certain group of people. Like I'm trying to say, hey, you should get this to let American try it. They're gonna love it, you know. They just don't know it exists and they never get a chance to taste it, right? I'm not talking about making money because when you do your things good, when you get your words out, money is just like it comes itself, right? Yeah, don't chase money, chase what you should chase. Yeah, when you keep focused on chasing money, sometimes you will lose your goal. Like you start diverting. You probably want, oh, I want to save this, right? You will save a, let's buy this cheaper ingredients. It will save me some money, but eventually you will realize that that's not the right thing.